Hey everyone, Odds here, and welcome back to another game of Mechabellum. We've got a ladder game here for you. We're up at about 2k MMR, and we are facing up against the notorious Asscat. In this game, we do a whole lot of shenanigans with Wasps for the first entry, first few rounds, and try to get in to make some plays with that, and then it slowly transitions into a more standard game where we end up focusing on a bit of our Farseer and long-range techs. So, we go for a hyper aggro play and end up with a fairly long-range, maybe standardish or whatever you want to call it, approach to the game. So, fairly dynamic. If you're interested in that, then stay tuned. Alright, so yeah, we chose the Fire Badger spec. Fire Badger is a unit I'm trying a lot more often now. I feel like if it's quite a strong chaff clear unit. It feels a bit weird to choose it when you also have sledges rather, and maybe even void eyes, because then you're pretty susceptible to scorpions, right? Like all your units get countered by scorpions. But it's a free unit, and increasing the Fire Badger range by 10 is pretty sweet as well. Opponent is cost control. And so their extra $100 they put into attack upgrade, by the way. So round starts out, and unfortunately we've got some crawlers making their way on the left, so they're going to end up getting that tower. Otherwise, we were looking pretty good here. And they end up going for our other tower as well. So, we got a couple shots. Okay, we get that tower. And it looks like we're just going to be able to do it for the first round here. Excellent. All right. Round 2. Okay, we've got Haste Mod. That's pretty good. Mass-produced Scorp. Mass-produced Wraith as well is a pretty interesting card. I sometimes debate whether or not the mass-produced Wraith is worth it. I think it's pretty good. I played some against some opponents that used it really, really effectively, so it's always something that I'm kind of thinking of now. But I think maybe with the Farseer changes, the Wraith is not as good of a unit, especially mass-produced. It dies pretty quickly, so maybe that card is falling out of flavor a bit here. Opponent does go for mass-produced Scorp, and we go for the Haste Mod on the Wasp here. So I've been enjoying making like Phoenix or something in round 2, but I've been swapping it recently to try to do plays with the Wasp instead. I feel the Wasp counters the round 2 Phoenix, so it can get you in a pretty good position. And I ended up swapping out a few techs, so now I got Jump Drive on Wasp, so I feel like I can have more presence on the board in the beginning and make some plays and take time to build up my board. So right here, like we've built up our chaff. We still have no chaff clear, and we're hoping that we get a unit drop to solve that problem. The first 3 rounds, or sorry, not the first round, but every 3 rounds there is a unit drop. So around 2, 3, 4, there's a unit drop, and then 5, 6, 7, there's another 1 unit drop in these little bundles. So by not building any chaff clear instead of having ineffective chaff clear, we're hoping that we can actually just, opponents got arc light, so maybe we get dogs offered, or even fire badgers, or whatever. We also do have the fire badger coming next turn anyway, so it's not that bad to wait. So yeah, we get that tower right away, which is great, and opponent actually doesn't have anything that shoots up. So no matter what happens this round, we are going to win this round. But it looks like we have a pretty dominating victory here just from being able to clear that tower very quickly. And throw in that other tower too. Alright, some substantial damage already. And yeah, so now we've got our unit drop here, and we've also got our Fire Badger. I guess it makes sense that we wouldn't have a Fire Badger drop if we got the Fire Badger this turn, because then it's a unit on the board, and then it probably wouldn't be offered, right? There's a value in there. We go for the Wraith. One is still deciding. And I believe they go for the Wraith as well, but we'll see. Right here, yeah, we're up aggro, so we're gonna pick the Wraith in the corner here. A level 2 Wraith is quite scary. So, and then we're mounting an attack on the left here. So I'm assuming, so we were here before, so probably something's gonna get thrown down here. And what we're gonna try to do is just charge in real quick. We have some chaff clear, and there are wasps right behind it. We're gonna fly through. Also the speed, so we've got jump drive, which increases movement speed by 5, and haste, and increases it by another 5. So actually our wasp is 26 meters per second move speed. It's kind of ridiculous. Oh, okay, I see here. So I wanted to get the mobile beacon, so I only had 150 left, and I was like, you know what, I need something in the corner in order to pull. I was imagining that he's probably going to put down, like, I don't know, maybe Mustang or something. And yeah, as he does, so Mustang's going to get countered by the Fire Badger, so that's why we replace the Fire Badger here. So we're replacing the unit that would counter us with the unit that counters him. And we actually forgo all the stuff at the start here. We don't want to get, yeah, because the Mass Bruce Scorp, we don't want to get that shot right away, so we put the crawlers down. And wow, look how fast these wasps come flying in here. That missile comes down. It doesn't really do much, but it does clear the way in case something was thrown down. And we just close that gap so fast. Get that tower right away. Now you can see on the right side, we're doing a lot of damage here. Level 2 Wraith clearing anything in the way. All our other stuff coming through. Tons of crawlers blocking the shots of those scorpions as well. And very quickly like that, we're going to take another huge round there. Opponent already down to 2,300. Another benefit, we get that upgrade on the Wasp available. Advanced power system is offered. So now look at us, 29 meters per second. It's so fast. It's actually insane. So opponent now seem to be, you know, we've attacked twice on the left here. They're going to start defending. So we're going to bring everything over onto the right, I think. I'm already going, like, anti-air marksman? Oh, right, because we got the Wraith as well. So they're quite afraid of our air stuff right now. But this, to me, is a pretty early investment into aerial spec. We haven't teched anything to the Wraith yet. And the aerial spec doesn't really count on a Wasp, because like a regular shot from a marksman should kill a Wasp anyway. But yeah, we're going to try and get in here and get this tower. Now we're pulling on the right side here. We've sold the Fire Badger. We put one over here. We got another, you know, we're going to pull what we can. We got 2 missiles down. I think, oh, we don't even get, imagine if we get high mobility too. Yeah, we put down some missiles here as well to get what we can. And we're getting in. Come on. And tower goes down. Good timing on that tower too. Now our Fire Badger can just clear all the rest of this stuff. Didn't even get a lock on Wraith. Yeah, so we get a good tower here, but actually it looks like there's still quite a lot of units left here for my opponent. We are delivering some experience to the Mustang, so that's something you always have to be careful of with that Wasp. Eventually it may not work anymore and you're just delivering XP to the Mustangs, and high level Mustangs are annoying as hell to deal with. Marksman trying to shut down the Wraith. Oh, it does get it on its last dying breath. But we still do a bunch of damage. Now under 2k. Another haste mod offered. We got advanced missile. We don't really need the range. Mass-produced sandworm, is that ever a thing? Probably not. I don't know, maybe. These are mass-produced scorps, so they're maybe not the best against mass-produced sandworms. I'm not sure about how that works out. But we go for the haste mod. You know, may as well take another one. Whatever, it's basically free. And yeah, opponent now has got the range on Scorp. We're still trying to decide what to do here. our Wasp is going to start running out of options. So we bring it back to defend in case there's some kind of flank. Although, you know what? This might actually have to be another couple spaces back because it's so fast. Something... Well, no, it should turn around. It would be only like if Wasp Form or Crawler or Underground Threat or something this year that has a kind of a delay that it might go too far to not turn around. Yeah, okay, so our problem here, yeah, if you look at our board, we still don't really have chaff clear. And so that's what we need to do. So, yeah, good timing here. We threw down all these fire badgers and we grab range. We're going to keep this one in the corner. Level up our sledges. Looks like we get oil as well. We're going to try and burn our opponent here. And one missile. Or sorry, shield. Fire goes down here. Also paying attention on the side here. These fire batters are doing quite a lot of damage here. And distracting quite well. Saber gets a good shot. Oh, we do kill that Saber. What am I saying? Saber Scorpion before he kills our fire badgers as well. We get that tower. It's looking good. Yeah, I mean, if you, the other thing is like forcing your opponent into all these Mustangs, and now we've got fire badgers, like in level 2 sledges. They just do incredibly well against the Mustangs. The only issue is the Scorpions. So what we need is just to tie up the Scorpions, right? And the rest of our stuff should be very effective. All right, opponent down to under 1500 now. Underground threat offered, yeah, okay. Absorption, mass produce Wasp, we definitely don't want to click that. We go for the underground threat. We're just tying things up, right? You know, we have these marksmen here. They're not going to do so great. We're going to tie them up. So they're not going to be able to shoot us. The Mustangs are already being pulled over to the right and on the left, so it's going to take some time to clear up those crawlers. And hopefully we can get in time to deal with, do some tower damage or whatever. But yeah, I'm thinking about, you know, how are we going to beat these Scorpions? Alright, here's an idea. Level 2 Saber with range. So the idea is, yeah, this should also pop the marksman too, right? So we clear the chaff with our fire badgers, and then we can just pop all these things. Other than the sledges, but like, there's a lot of like single target, like even his chaff clear here is the Arclight, which dies one shot with these level 2 sabers. So that's my thought. Did we end up selling? It looks like we sold out of the Wasps in order to afford this. Quite a big investment here. Yeah, opponent now going into the Wraith, and picked up the absorption module on the Wraith as well. So that's how they're going to start trying to answer our chaff, so that their Scorpions can lock onto our stuff. And it's looking pretty good. Oh, we do get that tower. Okay, we snipe down that marksman. So Scorpion's doing pretty well, but yeah, this is a bit unfortunate here. When we sold our Wasp, we kind of forgot that we don't have anything else that shoots up. So, even though we had a pretty good round here, a lot of stuff left, we're just, you know, there's nothing else that shoots up. We can't kill these Wraiths. So, that's a bit unfortunate, but we can fix that. He's already teched the Wraiths with range as well, so it is safe to take something like Farseer, tech Farseer. In fact, Farseer is very, very strong response to Wraith. I feel like as long as the Farseer is not stuck on anything else, and you get it targeted onto the Wraith, it's going to go very well. Bunch of unit drops offered. Not a whole lot that I liked there. Like, I didn't need the Vulcan. I've already got a Fire Badger and stuff like that. But maybe a little bit extra damage would be good. So we pick up the Stormies. Yeah, they can help with the range on the Scorpion. But we've got to think about how we're going to solve our Wraith problem. And yeah, we throw down two Farseer, immediately grab aerial spec. Oh, and burst mode, a double tech right away. And yeah, we just put 2 of them down here. And you know, last time there was only 3 wraiths, right? So we're trying to line these up more or less with the wraith. You know, keep them safe, but lining that up, lining this up. So hopefully we'll be able to lock on to the race and clear them out. Oh, nice. We got a level 3 saber. So this fire badger is doomed. Okay, it does get sold. With the 300 extra bucks, what do we do with it? We got an upgrade here. Yeah, those upgrades. Oh, and an extra crawler and a missile. Why not? Maybe 10 speed would have been a better idea than a missile. So we got that fire badger right there, but it's only 50 bucks. All right, so looks like, yeah, we shut down that wraith right away. Farseers are doing all right, but there are quite a lot of wraiths, and 8-gun is pretty scary too. We get that tower. Oh shit, man, those wraiths just died so fast. Another good lock on that wraith. There's only 2 Farseers with 2 techs, just like really dominating this. But you see, now we're kind of stuck on Mustangs, and they don't do so well there. Oh, nice. Pick up that last wraith. And we got double shotted, so we do have to be careful about being too close to these ranged scorpions. They're going to take out our only anti-air. So what are we going to do to keep them away? None of these options I like. But how we can keep them away? Yes, we tech range. So now look at this range. We got 165 meters of range here. And seeing that the opponent had so many wraiths, we know like this is literally all we got to do. We're crushing like the rest of the army for the most part. We got to shut down these wraiths. We got to shut them down quick so that we, you know, our chaff can survive, and then we can get our army in there, get the towers and all that stuff. So yeah, we grab 2 Farseers, and then we want to make sure that we're covering our saber here as well. So we just throw some chaff down in front, make sure that there's nothing that can immediately lock onto the saber. It doesn't really look like it, but you know, this scorpion might be able to. And we're gonna try and kill this stuff, kill that stuff. Like we're kind of weak on this side. Okay, so yeah, I realized that with this missile here, right? So if these crawlers come in, then that means my Farseer is kind of useless because it's gonna be shooting at stuff over here and not actually the wraith. So we end up popping it back over. So 4 kind of on our right side here. And oh my god, look at the range on that thing. It kills it so fast from so far away. You are not safe. Oh my god, just like one-shotting it. Oh, no locks here. It's just a little bit too much chaff. We have all of our fire badgers are dead. We do find targets there. Oh man. It doesn't do too bad against those scorpions either. Nice. Yeah, we picked that off. And yeah, these marksmen, it does pretty well too. Okay, we've got 2 left. We lost our tower, but I don't know. Can we do it? Oh, should we shoot the dead body? That's not it. Oof. Nice. And oh, the double shot scorpion ends up saving enough life so that the opponent is still in the game. We gotta find another way to win here. War factories offered. So that is always a possibility. Overlord would be a dumb choice from my opponent. Rhino, Tarantula. Both would die very quickly with these sabers. We end up going for... we're still deciding here. I think I'm thinking about the War Factory. But with all these double shot sabers, I don't know. So we just go for the eco play. We take the one Tarantula and sell it. And we keep the other one. We're gonna, you know, if something is going on over here, we're gonna be able to save our tower. This is an oil turn, so we do get the oil down, same spot as before. It seemed to work well. You know, we have most of our troops on the right side. We want to put the oil on the left. Break all that up, and then yeah, we're gonna go Fire Badger. Last round we didn't have enough chaff clear, so we couldn't get the locks. So now we're gonna get some more. We got him on the left side a bit, and a little bit farther back here. Might have been, yeah, good to have it. Actually, that's a good spot. We do sell out one of our storm collars to try to get some money here, and we just shield up missiles, play safe. All we gotta do is keep these Farseers alive, and we're good. Two war factories. Oh man, they're actually taking quite a lot of damage here. And with these storm callers, these missiles coming in, do quite a lot. Good locks on those wraiths. One war factory down, the other one falling as well. And oh, it's getting pretty close now. All of our Fire Badgers are dead. We get good locks on those wraiths. They just get one shot. It's crazy. And it looks like we've got quite a lot left over. Should be enough if we can close this out. And that is it. We kill that final Scorpion. And deal the death blow. Yes. All of our all of our Farseers were alive at the end there. So the real carries of this game, triple tech Farseer. Honestly, I feel like building wraiths in this meta is like kind of forbidden. If you're going wraith, you really need something to counter the Farseer. I think there's still some success with like wraith steel ball with subsidized, or not subsidized crawler, with what's it called, when the steel ball dies and the crawlers come out. I think that's still pretty good because you just need a lot of chaff to tie up the Farseer, right? You don't want it to get its locks. If it gets its locks, it's over, right? Like it just one shots these wraiths. It's crazy. So yeah, you want to tie them up with chaff, but there's, you know, not enough chaff here for the opponent, and we're able to clear it all. We got so many Fire Badgers now, and yeah, pretty fun game. It was really interesting, like playing the early game with that annoying Wasp, and then knowing when to sell out of it and try to get our other important units on the line here and get things going. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Let me know down in the comments below. Give a like, subscribe, all that stuff. I look forward to seeing that and reading your comments as always. And I will see you in the next video.